The clear worst team in Major League Baseball is the Colorado Rockies. They are literally on pace for under 23 wins this year. Like you thought the White Sox are bad last year, the Rockies are worse this year. They have a total of 2 bats with a WRC plus over 100, and their pitching is all in bad outside of maybe Jake Bird. Jake Bird's been pretty good out of the bullpen, but all the starters have ERAs over 4.5. This team is just bad. There's no help coming. They really have no pieces to trade at the deadline either. They're just stuck here forever. The White Sox are out of the bottom spot for 2 straight months, but not thanks to their own play. Their offense has been really bad. They are 28th in team WRC plus, but they are all the way up to 19th in team ERA, which is very good for them. They've had some good starters like Shane Smith and Martin Perez have been much better than expected. And they've had some top prospects come through on offense, such as Edgar Quero, who has a 148 WRC plus so far this season. I have the Pittsburgh Pirates at number 28, but I think they are way better than the White Sox and the Rockies. And they're only going to get better. They're getting Nick Gonzalez back this week, who I think is very good. He'll help that offense a lot, which is currently ranked 27th in WRC+. That pitching is ranked number 18 in ERA, in large part thanks to, obviously, Paul Skeens, but the rest of that rotation has been pretty good. And Paul Skeens is going to get better. He's not playing at the same level as last year, but he's still at a Cy Young caliber level. At number 27, we find the Miami Marlins, who are dead last in pitchers ERA, and they're number 22 in batter WRC plus as a team. Somehow, with those bad rankings, they found ways to win more games than the teams under them. But they have had some promising developments recently. Agustin Ramirez came up for 7 games, and he's hit very well, a 218 WRC plus. Is that sustainable? No, but is very good, very promising. This team will get better throughout the year as they add more prospects. I bought into the Cardinals' hot start, and they made me look silly. I have them all the way down at number 26 after putting them at number 15 at the beginning of the month. They are actually number 11 in team WRC+, but their pitching has been really bad. Their starting rotation has actually been not bad. I mean, Sonny Gray, Andrew Palante, and Matthew Liberatore all have solid ERAs, but Miles Michaelos has been terrible. Eric Fedde has not been good, and their bullpen has pitched to a near 5 ERAs so far. This is a bad season for the Cardinals. Coming at number 25, we have the Los Angeles Angels. Their offense has been pretty bad, but Mike Trout has had a very weird season. He has 9 home runs, but he's also has an on-base percentage of .268. So that'll change. He'll get better. His WRC plus is just 95, but it'll get better. This team will be a better team once Mike Trout figures it out. Their bullpen has been really bad. They have a bullpen ERA over 5, and their pitching is bottom 5 in the league. This team is very bad. Mike Trout can make it better with time. At number 24, a bit of a surprise, I have the Baltimore Orioles. Honestly, we knew their pitching would be bad, but we didn't know their pitching would be this bad. They currently rank 29th in the Major League Baseball with an average of 5.52 runs per game. But their offense, which was supposed to carry them, has also been bad. They ranked at 20 with a 96 WRC plus and just 1.8 batters WAR. Like, that is not sustainable. This team is supposed to be a playoff team. They have just disappointed. I think they can still turn it around, but it has to be quick. It's time to burn down for our number 24 team, the Toronto Blue Jays. Their team has been very bad. They have a bottom 6 offense and a bottom 10 pitching staff, which is actually a little better than some people expected, but it's time to burn it down. Bo Bichette is actually having a little bit of a bounce back year. He is batting with a 103 WRC plus, so hopefully they'll be able to trade him for something nice at the deadline, maybe to my Cleveland Guardians. That'd be nice. But for now, this team's at number 24. Coming in at number 2, we have the Washington Nationals, who I was really, really high on entering the season. They disappointed a little bit, but I think this team has a chance to do some stuff at the deadline in next offseason to make themselves into a really scary team. For example, their pitching staff is actually top 15 in ERA, and their young bats like James Wood and CJ Abrams have both been pretty good. I think once veteran bats like Josh Bell kind of pick it up, I think this team could get a lot better. Coming in at number 21, we have the Minnesota Twins, who are one of my least favorite teams. But I think that they are better than a lot of people are perceiving them as. I mean, MLB.com had them at number 28, which is just insane. After their 4-game losing streak to start the season, they have played exactly 500 ball, which I still think is worse than they actually are. Their pitching staff has been top 10 as a whole, and their offense has been top 20. They've been pretty good. I think once Carlos Correa figures it out, this team's going to go back to how they were. Coming in at number 20, I have the Tampa Bay Rays. Oddly enough, the Rays are top 10 in both ERA and WRC+, but somehow they have just not been able to find ways to win, which is weird to say about a Kevin Cash Rays team. Their worst starting pitcher has actually been Taj Bradley, who I think can definitely turn it around and make this rotation elite. They've gotten production from some young bats who I'm very impressed by, like Cameron Meisner, Junior Caminero, and Jonathan Aranda. I think this team will soon show us they're better than 20. The Milwaukee Brewers come in at number 19. They have been very, very mid. They're exactly 500. Their pitching is number 16. Their batting is number 18. I think their batting has been underperforming and their pitching has been overperforming because people like William Contreras and Jackson Chourio haven't quite been as good as we've seen in the past. I mean, Jackson Chourio still has a 121 WRC+, but I think he's capable of much more. William Contreras sits at 99, but I think he can be much better than that. Coming in at number 18, I have the Sacramento A's. This team has actually looked pretty good, I think. Tyler Soderstrom is out of this world. Jacob Wilson is having the breakout we all thought he would. Lawrence Butler's taken a little step back, but he's still been good. Brent Rooker's still doing Brent Rooker things. On the pitching side, Mason Miller is still one of the best closers in baseball. Luis Severino looks like a great add over the offseason. J.P. Sears is looking very, very good so far this season. I think this team is very good. Coming in at number 17, I have the Atlanta Braves. After a nightmare start, they've started to turn around a little with their big bats like Austin Riley, Matt Olson, and Sean Murphy finally coming to life, along with some mysterious production from people like Drake Baldwin for some reason. Once they get Ronald Acuna Jr. back, they will, I think, skyrocket. They'll be a lot better. But Chris Sale has been bad, so their pitching has not looked great. I mean, Spencer Schoenbach has been good, but it's been rough outside of that. The Kansas City Royals are mind-bogglingly bad. I don't know how their offense is this bad. I mean, it's literally Bobby Witt Jr. and friends right now. Salvador Perez is having the regression that absolutely no one but me saw coming. And outside of Bobby Witt Jr., they have nothing. They've been saved by their pitching because their starting rotation is top 5 and their bullpen is top 10. They've been very good. Chris Bubik is amazing. Michael Wacha, Cole Reagans. Lucas Erceg out of the bullpen has been good. Getting the top 15 started, we have the Texas Rangers. Their offense has been really bad for some reason. I think they'll get better once, Josh Jung hits a little better, and once Jake Berger, Marcus Semien, and Jock Peterson get back to their career norms. But their starting pitching, oh my goodness. Jacob deGrom, Tyler Mahle, Nathan Eovaldi have been amazing so far. Even Patrick Corbin is pitching to a 3.79 ERA. Who saw that coming? And then their bullpen has also been top 10 behind names like Chris Martin, Robert Garcia, and Hoby Milner. Coming in at number 14, I have the Arizona Diamondbacks. I just think this team is very good. Their pitching has been really, really bad, but that offense is showing up once again. It was the number 1 in the league last year, and they're number 4 right now. Josh Naylor's having a career year. Corbin Carroll might have a career year, which is crazy after how good he was 2 years ago. But man, their pitching staff has just been so bad. Outside of Brandon Pfaadt, who I'm going to be a good extension, he's having a pretty good year. They've just been terrible. Eduardo Rodriguez has gotten really unlucky, and Corbin Burns has just been bad. And that bullpen, oh man. Coming in at number 13, a team that made some great moves this offseason, I have the Cincinnati Reds. Their pitching has been very weird. They are bottom 3 in FIP, but they're also top 11 in ERA. I'm not sure how that works, but it does. They've had a mediocre offense, but it's behind some bats that they got this offseason that are looking very good. Gavin Lux in a Reds uniform is just a different player. Austin Hayes is a great pickup. And on the pitching side, Hunter Green is electric. And that Brady Singer for Jonathan India trade looks great. Coming in at number 12, I have the Boston Red Sox. They've been a very good team. Alex Bregman looks very, very good in a Red Sox uniform. Christian Campbell is having a breakout season. And they're doing all of this winning with Jarren Duran not playing as good as he probably will later on. On the pitching side, Garrett Crochet has been a great addition. Walker Buehler does not look as good as some people thought he would be. I think he'll get better. The back end of that bullpen, Aroldis Chapman and Garrett Whitlock have looked pretty good thus far. Coming in at number 11, we have the Houston Astros, who have been a very confusing team for me. I thought they'd be a lot worse, but, they've been alright. On the batting side, they're pretty bad. Jeremy Pena looks good again. Isaac Paredes is good. Jose Altuve hasn't quite played up to what he used to play, and he's been bad in left field. Cam Smith is been alright since getting the call. But on the pitching side, Hunter Brown might win the Cy Young. He legitimately looks so good. Josh Hader looks like back in his prime in the back end of that bullpen. Coming in at number 10, it's my team, the Cleveland Guardians. I watch this team a lot. I know what I'm talking about when it comes to them. And the stats look bad, but they just find ways to win. Their ERA is bottom 10, but their starters have looked really, really good lately. Gavin Williams, 7 innings, 2 starts ago. Tanner Bobby went into the 7th yesterday. Luis Ortiz went into the 7th today. They're looking very good. The offense is coming around too. Kyle Manzardo is a very, very good player. Jose Ramirez is getting back into form. Steven Kwan has an OPS over 800. This is a good team. At number 9, this Mariners team has been unbelievable so far. I thought their offense would be atrocious this year, but they are top 2 in the league in WRC+. That is insane. Who saw that coming? And their starting rotation has been as advertised. Logan Gilbert, Bryce Miller, Luis Castillo, Brian Wu all have ERAs around 3.5. Their 5th starter has been bad, whoever it's been. Luis Castillo is back, but he hasn't pitched very well. Hopefully he'll be good. And that bullpen has been good as well. It's been their weakness, but it's been good. This is a very good team, I think. This Philly team comes in at number 8. They've been a pretty strange team, honestly. I mean, their starting pitching isn't very good, but their bullpen is number 29th in baseball. It's been bad. And that offense, all of their players that they expected to produce are producing, but they're just a mediocre offense, like as a whole. They need some depth on that offense, and they need bullpen help. After that, I think they'll be back to being World Series contenders, and they might be able to compete for this division if they don't let the Mets get too far ahead. As a Guardians fan, I don't think I've ever been this scared to face the Detroit Tigers, and I have them at number 7. Their pitching has been top 5 for starters and bullpen. They've had a very good bullpen and a very good rotation. They are top 10 in offense behind people like Zach McKinstry, who's been very good. No one really saw it coming, but Zach McKinstry's been very good. Spencer Torkelson is on another level. He's been carrying my fantasy team. And even Javier Baez has a 110 WRC+. Like, who saw that coming? Tigers hitting lab is real. The Giants are another team whose stats look pretty mediocre, but they've just found ways to win. Their offense has been pretty good. Jung-Hoo Lee looks amazing for some reason. He's batting .321 through 29 games. Matt Chapman's been very good again. Mike Yastrzemski's good. Tyler Fitzgerald's good. Outside of that, there's not much on offense. Their rotation has been pretty unlucky, actually. Jordan Hicks has a 6.12 ERA, but a 3.7 FIP. And Logan Webb has faced a 3.62 BABIP, but has still managed to put up a 2.83 ERA. Coming in at number 5, we have the New York Yankees. And you know what? I take back the torpedo bat accusations I made in the last Power Rankings video. They're not that bad. But their Yankees offense has been just insane. I mean, Aaron Judge is like out of this world. He's an alien, bro. I don't understand. But that pitching staff has not been good. They have 2 good starters, and they roll up Carlos Carrasco every 5th day. And they expect to be like a top team in baseball. Like, come on, man. You got to do better than that. They're still managing to win, though. I have them at number 5. The Padres, beginning tier teams, which I think there's an 80% chance that one of these top 4 teams is going to win the World Series. And they're all from the National League. The National League's crazy. But the Padres have just been so good. Michael King, Nick Pivetta, they've all been good. Even Dylan Cease has been bad, but his FIP is 3.18. He'll get better. He's just been getting unlucky. And they've been doing all this without Jackson Merrill, by the way, who is a very, very good player. He's going to come back in like a week or 2, and they're going to take off. I bet they'll be a top 2 team by the next Power Rankings. I have the New York Mets at number 3, even though they have the best record in MLB. And if Mets fans find this, they're going to be like, oh, whoa, we have a 700 win percentage. I don't care, bro. Your pitching staff consists of Tyler McGill, David Peterson, and Griffin Canning. The reason you guys have such a good team in ERA is because of the strength of schedule, and I will stand by that. I think this team is very, very good. I don't think they're the best team in baseball like they've shown to be so far. Pete Alonso's not going to hit a 208 WRC+ all year. This team is very good, but they're not number 1 good. The Chicago Cubs have faced an absolute gauntlet so far, and they've managed to win a lot of games. I have them at number 2 right now. Pete Crow Armstrong is a legitimate superstar. Like, man, he's so good. Kyle Tucker is as advertised. Seiya Suzuki is very, very, very good. I think he's overperforming a little bit, but he's still a good player. And even on the starting rotation side, Matthew Boyd is just really good. Justin Steele, he's underperforming right now. He's going to get better. He's a good pitcher. He's not a 4.5 ERA guy. This team is very, very good. The Dodgers remain the best team in baseball, but they've looked shaky as of late. They've already had 10 players make a start for them this season. That is not sustainable. Like, this rotation is deep, but it is very, very fragile. Roki Sasaki has looked better as of recent, and that offense is always going to be good. I mean, they have Shohei Ohtani, Will Smith, Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, and they're even getting career years out of Andy Pages and Tommy Edman just to make it even that much better. They are the #1 team in baseball. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next month and probably sometime in the middle.